Good evening and welcome to our home. My name is Boyd Yarbrough and I have the honor and pleasure of serving as the Vice President for Student Affairs at Lander University. And with me tonight is my beautiful, brilliant, and inspirational wife, Lisa. We're here tonight to honor the 2020 recipients of the Lander University Student Life Awards. Tonight we want to welcome all of the Lander students, faculty, staff, families, and guests who are celebrating with us from all over the world. We certainly find ourselves in unprecedented times. How many of us ever imagined that we would find ourselves completing coursework remotely, have athletic seasons cut short, and unable to complete concerts, presentations, and senior projects in person? Yes, these are remarkable times. Yet I remain impressed by the dedication, perseverance, and commitment of our students, faculty, and staff to pull up our bootstraps and thrive in this environment. On behalf of the amazing Student Affairs staff who've worked hard to make tonight special, we are here to honor our students. They all wanted to be with you tonight in person so we can see the joy, satisfaction, and appreciation on all of your faces. So tonight, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, and do more, we are here to honor you as leaders at Lander University.
To honor everyone's time this evening during our broadcast, a list of the nomination requirements will be posted to our website at lander.edu/student activities.
Prior to beginning the awards portion of our ceremony tonight, we'd like to offer special recognition to a number of student organizations. These students are an integral part of our university's operations, and all divisions across campus are continuously enriched and enhanced by their hard work and dedication. At this time, we'd like to recognize several of our key student organizations.
Resident assistants, orientation leaders, presidential ambassadors, student government association officers, university program council officers, and career peer mentors.
And now, on with the awards. First up, I'd like to recognize the Student Government Association. Lander SGA acts as the voice of Lander's student body. As student leaders, they listen to Lander students' opinions and ideas of how they want to improve Lander's campus. This year's SGA Member of the Year is described as a dedicated and passionate member. They are always present and encouraging other members to attend events. They step up and consistently support all SGA initiatives. This year's recipient of the SGA Member of the Year is Maddie Hudlow. Congratulations, Maddie.
And the next award being presented is the Admissions Department Presidential Ambassadors. The student ambassadors serve as recruiters and hosts of the university. They welcome guests to university functions, serve as ushers to fine arts, work in the Office of Admissions, assist with special events on campus, and give campus tours to prospective students and their families. Their dedication to Lander is evident in the high caliber of student that they have assisted the Office of Admissions to recruit. The university would like to thank all of them for their hard work.
The first award is the 2019-2020 Presidential Ambassador Rookie of the Year. As first-year presidential ambassadors, these students went above and beyond the call of duty on a daily basis. They took initiative in the office and at our special events, displayed exceptional leadership skills, inspired their fellow ambassadors to do their best, and always had amazing attitudes about any task they were assigned to complete. The Rookie of the Year award is based on the following characteristics: enthusiasm toward their work, friendly and courteous while giving tours and working as an ambassador, works well with others, and goes above and beyond the expectations of the program. Please join me in congratulating our Rookie of the Year, Marcus Green.
Our next award is going to go to the Ambassador of the Year, peer nominated. The presidential ambassadors voted to recognize the individual who best embodies what it means to be a presidential ambassador. This award was based on the following: completes all assigned tasks as an ambassador, is enthusiastic about their work, is friendly and courteous while giving tours, works well with others, and goes above and beyond the expectation of the program. This year, there was a tie in voting for their peers. Join me in congratulating Carly Davis and Courtney Brinks.
The staff members in the Office of Admission voted on the second Ambassador of the Year award. This award is based on the following: completes all assigned tasks as an ambassador, is enthusiastic about their work, is friendly and courteous while giving tours, works well with others, and goes above and beyond the expectations of the program. Please join me in congratulating Staff Member of the Year, Chase Maxwell.
Our final award is for Superior Senior. These individuals are voted on by their peers for their hard work and dedication to the Ambassador Program over the years. Please join me in congratulating our Superior Senior, Mia Miller.
Our next award comes from Housing and Residence Life to honor the RA of the Year. Lisa, if I remember correctly, I believe you were RA of the Year at Georgia Southern.
I was, and I believe if I'm correct, you were the RA of the Year at Furman University in our same year.
And our daughter was a resident assistant at Furman University.
You may not believe this, but our son was also a resident assistant at Clemson University. So as you can tell, being an RA is really dear to our hearts.
At Lander University, this student's peers had this to say: this resident assistant is always friendly, a major help to all residents, creative, adaptable, headstrong, dependable, super smart, and resourceful. This person is an amazing RA. She is always willing to get the job done and never thinks twice about lending a helping hand. She always gives supportive and honest advice. This person is fully dedicated and always available to give a helping and honest hand. She's very supportive, and her work performance and drive showed that. She goes above and beyond the requirements of the job. She has done so much for her residents and resident assistants, proving how passionate she is about the well-being of others and her position. Even though her major is very stressful, every time I see her, she greets me with a warm welcome. She does not let her private life affect her job. She is always attentive and caring. Our 2020 RA of the Year is Kim Howard.
And next is our UPC Member of the Year. The University Programming Council hosts events that provide entertainment to the student body, including concerts, comedians, craft nights, movies, talent shows, and other small and large-scale events. This group of students work tirelessly behind the scenes to breathe life into the campus. This year's UPC member has done a great job leading the UPC team this year. She worked well with her members and truly created an experience by trying new things and taking risks for her peers. We will be forever grateful for the commitment, passion, and dedication she showed as president of the UPC. Please join me in congratulating the UPC Member of the Year, Erin Stevens.
Campus Recreation strives to provide a robust recreational opportunity for all students. They also employ over 35 students throughout each school year. Our Student Employee of the Year has worked for Campus Recreation for several years and has shown consistent growth over that time. This student displays charisma, dedication, and an unwavering willingness to help with special events, marketing, and day-to-day responsibilities outside of their job description. They were also a lifeguard for Campus Rec this past summer. We're very excited to watch this student grow into their professional career. This year's Campus Rec Student Employee of the Year is Nathan Schrader.
And this year's Team of the Year recipient goes to Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake took home 2 fall intramural sports championships and would have had a chance for more had the spring semester been able to continue. They are consistently near the top of standings in terms of wins, but they also typically show great sportsmanship to opposing teams, spectators, and intramural sports employees. They are extremely deserving of the award, Team of the Year.
The individual award is also a member of the team Shake and Bake. This person stands out when compared to all other students. They were an integral part of Shake and Bake's flag football championship team and a captain of Shake and Bake's championship badminton team. This student is top 5 overall in total intramural wins this year, and like their Shake and Bake team, had a chance to add to that number if spring intramural sports had continued as usual. This student was, or would have been, a participant on 16 teams between the fall and spring semesters, which is far and away the highest number of any athlete this year. But most of all, they've consistently demonstrated great sportsmanship every time they participate, which truly proves them worthy of being this year's Athlete of the Year. This year's Intramural Athlete of the Year is Landon Hornacek.
This year's Link Leaders of the Year were assessed on 2 separate criteria. In the Peer Leader Practicum, peer leaders were asked to design a session or project to directly meet the needs of our first-year students. In addition to evaluation scores from this, peer leaders are also evaluated by their Link 101 instructors. Based on both evaluations, 2 peer leaders have stood out the most this year. They have created an information session on FOWLS credits and reached more than just first-year students. They were able to inform sophomores, juniors, and seniors of the requirements and direct them to ways in which they could meet those requirements. They received great evaluations from those who attended their sessions. They both received phenomenal evaluations from their instructors and have proven to be invaluable to the Link Peer Leader Program. Because of their hard work and dedication, they were invited to attend the First Year Experience Conference in Washington, D.C. in February and present on their FOWLS project. Please join me in celebrating the Link Outstanding Peer Leaders, Ramon Izquierdo and Nydia McCullough.
The Bearcat Creed was created to honor civility, community, and citizenship. These are the values our creed and the civility champion embodies. Someone who strives to maintain the standards of academic integrity and personal character. Exemplifies respect for all persons and discourages prejudice. Values diverse opinions and encourages collaboration. Is mindful of how words and actions can impact others. Expresses genuine concern for individuals through acts of kindness and compassion. It is our hope that these values will serve as a foundation of Lander students' college experience and beyond. Of the nominees, one candidate particularly stood out regarding their commitment to civility and citizenship. The recipient is described by their nominator as striving to maintain the standards of academic integrity. She is a model student regarding academic and community standards. This student is involved not only within her academic college, but the Lander University community, serving as a presidential ambassador and a member of the Political Science Club. No matter who asks this student for assistance, they are treated with respect and kindness. When the student approaches her with a question or problem, she is eager to help answer their question or point them to someone who can help them with their problem. This student routinely serves others without judgment, criticism, or complaint. Now please join me in recognizing this year's Civility Award winner, Amira Abdulwahab.
The Hall of Leaders Award is presented to a select group of seniors who have demonstrated outstanding involvement with campus life and extracurricular activities, and who through this service have exemplified a commitment to the positive enhancement to Lander campus. Recipient names are added to the Hall of Leaders displayed in the Greer Student Center. When we return to campus, it is our hope to celebrate together with the viewing of the plaques. Please join me in congratulating this year's Hall of Leaders recipients: Cody Barr, Mia Miller, and Emma Jetty.
The purpose of the Advisor of the Year Award is to recognize a Lander University faculty or staff member for their significant voluntary involvement in co-curricular activities and for advising, guiding, and showing encouragement and support of the organization and its members during the current academic year. This year's award winner rose to the challenge of advising a newer student organization. This individual is a devoted Lander University alumni and staff member and selflessly devotes their time to supporting the fraternal movement. This advisor uses their experience to challenge and support this students group to complete all their national requirements to receive their charter and become a recognized chapter of Delta Sigma Phi. Please join me in recognizing this year's Advisor of the Year, Kenneth Callahan.
The Organization of the Year Award is presented to the recognized student organization which through its activities and projects has had the most significant positive influence on Lander and the surrounding community. This award is based on the number and quality of campus events held, amount of community service performed, involvement with campus events, and initiatives to further advance the education of Lander students beyond the classroom. This organization shows excellence in multiple ways. The members are involved in a variety of clubs and organizations, as well as hold on campus jobs and perform volunteer work in the greater Greenwood area. This organization not only emphasizes excellence as a unit, but supports individual members' success. Members of this organization have received awards such as Greek Life Chapter President of the Year and the Campus Involvement Award for Greek Life. This organization also worked incredibly hard for 4 years to earn their national charter, an honor bestowed after accomplishing goals such as community service, academics, and philanthropy dollars raised. This organization works closely with the campus officials to stay on the right track and has a bright future. The Organization of the Year Award goes to Delta Sigma Phi.
This year's Excellent in Programming Award goes to a student organization or group for its exceptional creativity, planning, and execution of a university program. This organization has only been doing this program for the last 3 years, but has made a large impact. the student organization sought out a way to creatively support their community members and raise money for a good cause. They've raised and donated over $1,000 to Lady Gaga's Born This Way Foundation. This program is not only a fun event for students, as it does attract a lot of attendees, it increases the visibility of the LGBT+ community on campus. The program embodies the university's commitment to the celebration of diversity in a uniquely vibrant way. Preparing for this event is a lengthy and effortful process, inclusive of numerous steps. Therefore, all leaders and numerous members of the club are involved from beginning to end. I'm honored to present this year's Excellent in Programming Award to Lander Spectrum for their drag show.
The Greek Leaders of the Year Award recognizes two Lander University Greek leaders who have contributed to the Greek community while exhibiting the characteristics of the values of Greek life, including scholarships, brotherhood, sisterhood, leadership, and community service during the current academic year. The recipient of the first Lander University Greek Leader of the Year Award is described by their nominator as an outstanding representation of the Greek life community. They devote their spare time to serving the Greenwood community as a member of the Lander Miracle and performs as a member of the Lander Rockettes. This individual never turns down an opportunity to serve their campus and community and is an active woman of Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated. They are an excellent representation of the Lander Greek life student. Please join me in congratulating Cara Love.
The second Greek Person of the Year award has been described by their nominator as an asset to the Greek life community. This individual serves in multiple roles in their chapter, in their council, and also as a member of the Order of Omega Honor Society Executive Board. This individual strives for excellence in everything they do, working to establish the relationship with Circle of Sisterhood, the National Panhellenic Council of Philanthropy, opening service and leadership opportunities for members throughout the Panhellenic community. This individual accomplishes their goals while making sure that all organizations are included. Please join me in recognizing Taylor Hagelin.
The new Student Leader Award recognizes the first-year students who have been actively involved in contributing time and energy to learning leadership and contribution to the Lander community. This year's award recipient is an excellent student and an even more valuable leader at Lander. As a freshman, she has immersed herself in the Lander community and has made herself an invaluable part of each organization she's involved in. She is dependable and reliable and a true asset to the Link Peer Leader Program. Please join me in congratulating Marielle Fallon.
The Transfer Student Leader Award recognizes the unique role of transfer students to the campus community and is given to a student who transferred with sophomore standing or above and has completed a full year of coursework at Lander. This year's recipient is a senior biology major from Greer, South Carolina. He transferred to Lander from an institution in Michigan with hopes to play lacrosse. They are extremely dedicated in their studies and research here at Lander. Through tours and conversations with students and their families, this student has answered many questions and eased a lot of minds about the transfer process and transition between institutions. This student aspires to attend medical school in the fall. Please join me in congratulating Drew Bennett.
The Betty Williams Unsung Hero Award is named after Betty Williams, a Lander graduate and former Lander librarian. Mrs. Williams continues to volunteer to assist the Lander community throughout the years. This award is presented to students who, through their behind-the-scenes involvement in student life, have exemplified a commitment to enhancing Lander campus life. The nominator of this student describes this person as a person of integrity. This student goes out of their way to help other students succeed and never takes any credit for their actions. They routinely volunteer to help with Lander events without expecting payment or recognition in return. This student is extremely humble and consistently does the right thing, even when it is not convenient. Please join me in recognizing Bryson Southard.
The Diversity Award is named for James Curtis Harness. He was a Lander graduate, captain of the 82 to 84 men's basketball team, and began his career in student affairs at Lander. His commitment to developing diversity programs and trainings had a positive influence on many others. This award is given to recognize the junior or senior who has typified model citizenship, outstanding student leadership, high academic achievement, and has been the most effective in advancing the concerns of multicultural students. This year's recipient has consistently been a model Lander community member. She is an RA and an intern with Student Affairs, assisting with conduct, housing, and other development-related tasks. She is president of Lander Spectrum, which strives to provide a safe environment and group for the LGBTQ+ community on Lander's campus. This student shows grace, love, and hope in every interaction and inspires others around her to do the same. She always thinks of others who are less fortunate than her and how to support minority populations around the Lakelands. Please join me in congratulating this year's Diversity Award winner, Emily Fuller. In honor of the COVID-19 restrictions, we decided to step outside and get some fresh air.
The next award is the Samuel and Laura Lander Man and Woman of the Year. This award is to recognize the Lander University man or woman for their significant involvement in co-curricular activities, both on campuses as well as in the community during the current academic year. The recipient must have completed 60 hours prior to the spring semester, must be a junior or senior status, and may not have previously received this award. The recipient must have contributed to the success of one or more co-curricular activities during the current year, as demonstrated by enthusiasm, initiative, love for Lander University, and encouragement and support for others.
The Samuel Lander Man of the Year is described as someone who is full of life, cares about others more than himself, and has an extreme amount of love for Lander University. After every admissions event, we receive several reviews on how he has enhanced their visitor experience. He is and has been a resident assistant and a presidential ambassador since 2017. He has been a member of the Lander Players, where he's been the vice president the last 3 years, the University Singers, Old Main Singers, Lander XLR, the Student Alumni Association, Blue Key Honor Society, and the Alpha Chi Honor Society. During his time at Lander, he's been on the President's and Dean's list every year, has earned and maintained his Palmetto Fellow Scholarship, as well as other scholarships, including the LU ACAD and Achieving Excellence Scholarships, the Harvey Jeffries Scholarship, and the Barbara E. Richter Scholarship. He also has been a Best Picture nominee in the Lander Film Festival the last 2 years, as well as receiving the Writer's Choice Award in 2019. He also received the Mass Comm and Media Studies Discipline Award this year. Lastly, he has been involved in the Greenwood community by singing in his local church choir and has been a part of several productions at the Greenwood Community Theater, including Seussical and the Addams family. He has truly embodied the Samuel Lander spirit, dedication, and love of this university and the Greenwood community. It is with great honor that we award this to Joseph Plyler.
The Laura Lander Woman of the Year Award recipient is described as one of the most humble and selfless students within the Presidential Ambassador Organization. She currently serves as a head RA in Newhall and has done so for the last 3 years. She is part of the Lander University Student Nurses Association, SGA, Blue Key Honor Society, and is a Presidential Ambassador. She has won many awards within the Resident Association, as well as being recognized several times by her faculty in the nursing program, receiving the first ever recipient of the LUSNA's Student Stethoscope Society Award. She has been a light at Lander University since she stepped foot onto our campus. She is a positive role model for all students, a delight to all faculty, and a friend to so many throughout the campus. It is with great honor to award to Mia Miller the Laura Lander Woman of the Year.
Greetings to our students and families watching this evening. I'm Rich Cosentino, President of Lander University. We are honored to have so many of you joining us for the 2020 Student Life Awards. Tonight we celebrate our students and their co-curricular achievements. Before I announce the winner of this year's President's Award, I want to say how proud I am of our students and the determination and commitment that they have shown over the past few weeks. These are unprecedented times in our state, our nation, and our world. Lander has moved quickly to adapt to the changes brought about by this pandemic, and I know that the transition to online learning and social distancing has been challenging. What makes Lander so special is the sense of connection and community we share among our students, our faculty, and our staff. While we know it's necessary, being apart from each other is difficult. But even in the face of these challenges, you are rising to the call with courage and resilience. You are proving that no matter the obstacles in your path, you can and will be successful. That spirit will serve you well, not only today as we navigate the COVID-19 crisis, but also in the future as you go forth to lead and serve in your communities as Lander alumni. The recipient of the 2020 President's Award will certainly be one of those future leaders leaving their mark on the world. In fact, this student is already making an impact at Lander University and our local community. The ethic of service to others is a central tenet of the President's Award, and this year's recipient has been active in many student groups at Lander, including SO and the Rotaract Club. She has assisted with cleanup projects at local parks and trails and has participated in homecoming activities and the annual holiday tree lighting ceremony. As president of Lander's Tri Beta Biological Honor Society, she worked tirelessly to organize 2 fundraisers for the Jack Burton Lounge in Lander's Science Building, named in honor of a faculty member who passed away last year. In addition to her co-curricular excellence, this senior has demonstrated exceptional academic performance, as well earning Dean's List and President's List honors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in celebrating the 2020 President's Award recipient, Maria Alvarez. Congratulations, Maria, and thank you for your service to Lander University.
While we were not able to physically be with each other tonight, I know you were with us in Lander spirit. We want you to take a moment and celebrate with your friends and family all the award winners and amazing accomplishments of these great students. I also want to take a moment to thank our special Lander LUX media team who've done a fantastic job of filming and putting this video together for you tonight. And finally, I would like to thank all of our students for encouraging us to dream more, learn more, and do more. You truly are an inspiration for us all.
Thank you for joining us at our home this evening. Please stay safe, take care of each other, and keep reaching for the stars.